All right, this is Bry. I've got to give you an update because if tickled pink was a color, you're looking at it. Okay, you're looking at it. The sun's out. It is on my shoulder, and I am happy. And look at the load in the back of my trailer. My trailer that the DIYer, built. I want you to understand, people, we have a load. Do not laugh at this load of wood right here. This is going to be very easy to pick up all these dropped trees, and we're going to recycle them and make biothermal units with them in my outdoor wood boiler. The situation is you have a lot of wood on the ground. Just take a look, people. There's a lot of wood that falls down each year. I will have a lifetime of getting wood out of these woods, and now I have a tool that says we have a trailer, people, that's made for the four-wheeler that articulates, and the situation is an articulating situation that says, let's take a walk around. Let's give you the walk around before we come out of the woods. First of all, shout out to the 03 Suzuki Eiger, under 600 miles on it. We have a situation there that says it's four-wheel drive, and it's got low range, high range, but take a look at what your boy's got. I am tickled literally pink. I even threw a long log on there to see how it would do, but as you see, I've got the trailer up front, the articulating hitch. This rotates with the four-wheeler. As the four-wheeler hits a bump, this rotates inside there. You see what I've got here, right? I do have to put a panel there, but we'll wait until summer to do that. But look at what we have here, people. We have quite a little bit of wood here on this wagon that is towing, actually, I gotta say, very nicely. We're giving you the walk around. And I'm gonna tell you something right now. Your boy can't be any happier than what he is right now. We are not gonna waste this lumber out here that's laying in the woods. Yes, it's dried out. Yes, it's not perfectly, how do we put it? Moisture content might not be exactly perfect, but at the end of the day, look at the fruits of our labor. Look at the fruit of our labor, people. We've got this situation under wraps. We're getting ready to come out of the woods. You're going to see how it articulates around the trees, and it stays perfectly behind my four-wheeler. It's no wider than my four-wheeler fender, so if my four-wheeler can fit in there, how do I put this? The trailer can fit through there. Let's take a ride. Now be patient with me with the camera because I've got to navigate on my way out, but I want you to see the situation as we unfold it, okay? Let me see how I want to do this. So I need my left hand, or my right hand. Here we go. Take a look at that. Here we go, up over the hump. Very hard to look at that, how it slides right around them trees. Okay. I mean, is your boy happy or not? Woo-hoo-hoo! Look at that, right through them trees, like nothing. It skidded right through. I was going to build a log hauler, but I'm going to tell you something. This little trailer right here is the way to go, people. This is the way to go, and it says it's got the angles where it hugs the, it literally hugs the wood, just like you would hug a stranger when you first met them. It's kind of keeps it at bay, but yet it also wraps around it enough that says, if I need to struggle this person to the ground because they make a bad move, I've still got a good grip on them. Here we go, people. We are coming up into the landing out of the woods, and let me tell you something. It's towing beautiful. I don't feel any resistance, and bearings are greased perfectly. All the pivot points on the trailer are working flawlessly. And here we go. Look at that. Right up through the nice little ashes that I went ahead and leveled off on the property a little better. Ho, ho, ho! We are taking this over to the boiler where we are going to run this wood, and we are going to make, how do I put this, biothermal units for free, other than a little bit of labor, people. Don't you see how nice this is to have a wagon like this on your property? Let's take a look at what we've got. All right, let's see how she backs up now. let's get off and take a look at what we have. Now, the situation says we brought it right up to the boiler, okay? We backed it in nicely. Look how nice some wheels floated right over that wet ground. It didn't cut ruts and grooves. And let me tell you something, that's a little bit of weight right there. And I'm glad what I did was put a double tongue on this. As you see, this is 2 pieces of steel here, right here. And I put a double tongue on it. I just got done turning this this hard bolt here on the lathe. But as you see, if the four-wheeler tips or the wagon, it articulates inside that hitch I built. And we've got to do something here, like raise this up 1 2¼ inch piece, and on the back the same thing. Because what we want to do is give ourselves a little more clearance here on the tires. Okay, right down there, we want to get a little more clearance. So 2½, I think I did the trigonometry, 2½ gives me 4 inches more clearance with the angles. So we're tickled pink, and the situation says we are at the compound. The greenhouse is ready to go. It's already warm enough in there to transplant stuff. We've got the wheelbarrow. Her days are really mainly made for grabbing wood out of the shed and bringing it over. We normally use it for that. And let me tell you something, if you're going to get a wheelbarrow, get a double-wheeled one and put the no flat tires on it. But that's that deal. Take a look at that. I'm pretty happy with it, people. And we got to get the tailgate and everything, but a little conversation here. You've got to celebrate your victories in life, okay? Let me put the wagon behind me. You've got to celebrate the little victories that you have in life from day to day. Just like when you're trying to work towards something, and if you look way down the trail and say, oh, but it's so far off, then what happens is you have a tendency, we're all human creatures, and we have a tendency to give up. We have a tendency to go for the easy thing and just say, forget about it. I really want X, but I'm going to just settle for Y. And let me tell you something. I'm just encouraging you. Do not settle for anything other than what you are dreaming, okay? I had a concept in my mind when I was thinking of this trailer right here. Hold on. Right there, that trailer. I had a concept, and I didn't know if it was going to work. I had some free steel, and I said to myself, just like the wagon that I built, remember the 6x8 trailer that I built out of scraps? It was a rehab trailer if you go back in my videos. But just like that, I had a vision, people. And, you know, you got to think about this. People without a vision and without a plan, are they really doing anything in life, or are they just meandering about until something hits them in the head? If you want to stay young, if you want to stay healthy mentally, you have to keep building upon one success to the other. And even if you fail, I want to say this right now. If you fail, that is not a failure. It is a learning curve. Yes, you might not have achieved what you wanted, but do not look at it with a victim mentality. You didn't fail. You just didn't accomplish what you wanted, and all that is a setback. And a setback is nothing more than a brick, a one solitary brick and many bricks in a wall that say, these bricks is what I built upon when you finally get to the top course, if you know what I mean. This is a trailer that said, will I come to fruition? And I said, yes, you will. I took the time. I came out from underneath, coming between job to job to job over the winter. And let me tell you what that did to me. Over the winter, that gave me some focus and how to get through the winter blues, how to say cabin fever. If you want to get through cabin fever, it's simple, people. Get a project or two and try to focus on how you can do it. And not only just do it, okay? I want you to think about this. Do everything you do in life with purpose and do it with excellence. Don't just meander through and say, oh, well, that's close enough. People that say that's close enough, I try to stay away from them. Because at the end of the day, that type of stuff's contagious, and you really ain't got time in your life to do things that aren't excellent. If you're not going to do them right, you're not doing them. And you're fooling yourself if you are. But please do not lose fact that you need to take your dreams. If you have to put them down on paper, do it. I sketched this out a few times, and I said, how do I want to do it? What would be the best way? I was going to go like a square notch to make it easier, and I said, no, let's do it a little more easy for when things dump out and when it loads. I want it to hug the load. I don't want it to be tippy. And I'm telling you what, I'm tickled pink. And we'll give you one last walk around, but this is Bry. I'm at the compound. I'm making my dreams come true. If you have a dream and you have a vision for something, I want you to try to take one step today towards it. But look how sturdy this is. She's nice. And I'm pretty tickled pink with it, if I haven't already told you. And this wood is going to be put in the boiler, and it's going to be turned into biothermal units that'll heat my house, that'll heat my hot water, and that will say to my wallet, let's keep them $100 bills right in there for a little bit longer. This is Bry. I've got to go.